Did he say action? Hello Web3 TV friends, my name is Ornella Hernandez and today we are live from the Sui Connect gathering in Dubai. I am sitting here next to Kostas Kryptos. I love your name,
Thanks
Kryptos.
so
How are you today?
I'm great. I enjoyed. I'm just for 2 days in Dubai at the moment. Still jet lag. You can see my dark cycles under my eyes, but yeah, I love it. As you know, I'm the nerd of the company.
Yes.
So wherever there is like hackathons or lectures, I'm the guy.
You're there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to me even though you're so jet lagged. So, Kostas, you are the co-founder of Mysten Labs and the chief cryptographer for Sui Blockchain. And you used to be at Facebook/Meta, and now you're here. So I want to hear a little bit more about that transition and kind of how you see your role now within the greater blockchain industry.
Yeah, so I have a very interesting story, by the way. I didn't start from Facebook. I used to do like PhD and audits on Solidity contracts like Ethereum. And then what happened is our CTO now in Sui found me in one of the conferences that we had, and then he referred me back to Facebook. Then Facebook hired me. And obviously being able to work with like my now currently CTO, it was so like entertaining even for me. He was one of the most like brilliant people at Facebook. And then he created the language, like the Move language that is now a competitor of the Ethereum Solidity. And then when we decided, okay, Libra is collapsing, like the Facebook project is collapsing. What can we do, right? We have so many ideas. We're in an organization where, okay, as a big organization, some things are slow. Let's go and build Sui. And this is how we joined our forces. Okay. 5 of us, pretty much some of the most performant people in the organization. And like imagine 5 people in different specialties, like the cryptographer, the Move guy, the guy who can do everything in programming, the director of research, and the director of security, and the director of product actually created a new blockchain, and it's now Sui. I'm happy here. I'm doing all of the privacy preserving stuff, some cool cryptography. Super happy where I am at the moment.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. And can you clarify the relationship between Mysten Labs and Sui Network?
Yeah, Mysten Labs is the creator of Sui Network, right? So by the time we left Facebook, we said, okay, we have so much knowledge now that we can actually build something better than the existing ecosystem. And then we took the Facebook Libra, that it was called, the DM network. Then we unfolded everything that we didn't like. Even if we built it by ourselves, we said, okay, this is like old one, like started in 2018, 2017. We need something better.
Yeah, 2.0
so
version.
we changed everything. And now we're building something which is like super parallelizable. It's having like some properties that didn't exist in the past.
Okay.
So we now diverted a lot from Facebook to where we are at the moment.
Okay. So let's look at the Sui blockchain. It is a layer 1 blockchain, but how would you differentiate it from other layer 1s out there? I feel like we have too many nowadays.
Indeed. So we took a completely different path. One of the problems, imagine, I used to work for Facebook and I know how the average Instagram user is behaving. And then we said, okay, what do we need, right? We were in a company where we had games, like game studios, building all of their applications into the Facebook platform.
Yeah.
And we knew that the performance, the throughput, and the latency we had previously.
So that means the speed, right?
Including Ethereum, yes, the speed. How many transactions you can support was not enough to support games. Was not enough to support high frequency trading. Was not enough to support like all of the other applications. In the sense that even if one is dominant, it will not raise the gas prices. It will not actually stop all of the others from actually being executed. And then, at Facebook, I can tell you for sure that we had one of the most expensive teams in the world. They hired all of the notable, some of the best notable cryptographers in the world, some of the best software engineers. And because apart from the founders, we got many talents even from the Facebook organization because they wanted to stay in the blockchain space. We hired them afterwards, people from Apple, from Google, many digits. We said, okay, we know the problem is speed. We know the problem is onboarding. Let's create a blockchain that solves these problems. And what we did is we parallelized everything. For example, if I send you a transaction and someone else, like your cameraman is sending a transaction to someone else, why do we need to order these transactions, right? They're completely irrelevant. Because typically what's happening in the blockchain, everything has to go through a funnel and it waits for the next transaction again and again and again. And we say, no, let's parallelize this stuff. And now we have almost unlimited speed, at least scalable, like horizontally scalable.
Okay, so you guys want to focus on gaming mostly, right?
Originally, yes. But
Okay.
now what we realized is, wow, our blockchain can support this throughput. And now you can have very high frequency DeFi as well. And now we're obviously doing a lot of, as you can see, our TVL and all of the numbers are going very quickly up just because there is no congestion. Transactions flow with gaming actually affecting the DeFi transactions.
Yeah.
One DeFi is not affecting the other DeFi transaction. And then, wow, now we have one of the best platforms out there. Let's continue with that.
Well, you mentioned TVL, yeah, the total value locked. It has grown significantly and quickly. You guys you launched May in 2023, right? That's less than
Exactly,
a year ago.
yes.
So what would you attribute to this rapid growth?
Oh, many things. I can tell you for sure that something that I see as a property that we have, because we allow transactions to be batched together, like literally having one transaction after the other, people can do all of these flash loans and very quickly buy from one DeFi to the other DeFi, and then very quickly you can have arbitrage opportunities. You can make money from one single transaction, and this is very easy for the developer. And this created a domino effect actually, along with some incentives that we gave to the DeFi platforms, that people were engaging with Sui much more like often than other blockchains, especially new blockchains. And I believe the team behind it plays a role. Like if you see the rate of innovation, people are also like betting on the fact that the next day, wow, a new feature will come up. And we should actually go there. And because all of these expectations are actually getting realized, that's why people are coming to us, I believe. And this is why we have the highest TVL like rate, I believe, against all of the new blockchains.
Okay, so what applications can we expect in the near future, or what are you personally most excited about for when it comes to applications built on Sui?
I can answer as a researcher first, like as a cryptographer. So something that we're working on is confidential NFTs. So you literally buy an NFT and you don't see everything in the NFT. You see a blurred image or some like parts of the image. Imagine
like part of it's blacked out or blurred out.
Imagine like an Amazon book, right? When you buy a book, you can see a sample of the book, but you don't see the whole book until you pay.
Right.
And now we're creating this feeling of ownership that didn't exist before. Like people sometimes are wondering, oh, what do I own if everyone can download my NFT, right?
Yeah.
But now it's only you who can see the full content. So this is something that I personally feel like super excited that we're going to have it. Well, obviously, even today in Sui Connect, you've seen one of the, like, I believe some of the greatest inventions on the identity like space and how you can have like accounts without passwords, right? Just log in with Google and voila, you have like an account on chain. And why, right? Because the average person cannot remember a password. It is what it is. And then
my parents never remember a single password that
yeah,
they
well, even myself, I'm not putting myself outside the equation, right? It is what it is. I mean, if you ask the average person if they are onboarding in a new platform, typically they don't care.
Yeah.
And sometimes they even say, oh, I see 12 words here. It doesn't matter, I will not write it down because I will then press, I forgot my password. But this doesn't work on chain, right? And then we realize that this actually brings a new onboarding experience. People don't even feel they are on the blockchain space. And now very quickly from Web 2, you go to Web 3, and you can imagine how many people we have on Web 2, right? It's billions. How many users are on Web 3? It's just a few millions. So we're bringing new, fresh people from all of the other industries.
Okay, love that. Now, during the presentation, you mentioned a time capsule application. So I wanted to ask you that if you could create like a Web3 capsule, what kind of information or items would you put in it if you had to wait maybe like at least 10 years to open it back up?
Well, I can give an example, personal one.
Okay.
I sometimes forget my anniversary day. So what I can do is typically encrypt something, a gift to my wife.
Okay.
And then I will let like whatever the day is, and for the next 10 years, it will gradually release a new gift. And this gift might be, I don't know, an Amazon gift card or a gift card for another like big shop or even a car eventually. Like after 10 years, wife, you have a bonus. And then eventually we can use it for all of these postcards, gift cards, and then you go to something even more like commercial, like e-voting. Like we want to vote, but we don't want to reveal our vote.
Yes.
Even if we disagree that we want to actually open our votes, right? And now at 8 o'clock in the evening, we say everyone can start voting. We stop like all of the voting period, and at 8 o'clock, all of the votes actually get like visible. The same is with sealed bid auctions. Now, when we're bidding for something, we don't want to learn the bids from other people until the time comes. So imagine a government having like some auction about the project, where all make our offer, but all of our offers will open at the same time. Otherwise, there might be transparency issues, right? Even the organizer might might give some information to the competitors of you, and then they make a better offer than you and you don't know it. So we solve this problem with time capsules.
Oh, okay. These are all really good use cases. Well,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear more.
But the postcard is the best one.
That's the best one. Yes, you should do that for real.
Yeah, I know.
We'll figure out a way to do it.
I need to do it, actually.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Kostas.
What is?
Thank you so much for your time
Thank you
tonight.
so much as well.
And everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to stay tuned for more interviews coming out live from the Sui Connect event.